Prepare to fight. Round begins in
Ramito
3,
against
2,
maxter.
1.
Let's go.
Fight.
Let's start on dramiS. Haven't seen him in a long time. Slash is his champion of choice. And he wants that light armor before he picks up the heavy. And if maxter was just going full steam ahead, this could have backfired. But in the end, they both get their items, and we have about a 10-second delay between them, which is more than enough for any of those champs to get from A to B. Oh, and dramiS, good opening damage. Maxter is relegated towards the outskirts of the map, but the fight took so much time that there is an opportunity for him to take up the heavy. But now he's been caught down with the rail, and maxter in the end is hitting better on dramiS' slash, and dramiS goes down with the gauntlet after respawning, trying to cheese the frag of his opponent. But maxter is aware of it, or reacts fast enough, whatever your bet is. He got away the frag anyway. Now dramiS gets the item, bullies his way in with pure speed and aggression. And dramiS now tries to get this one, but he gets hit by a rail and still pushes up the stairs. And it turned out to be the right decision, as he gets the frag on his opponent. Maxter is dying for the first time there. And lightning gun is better than rockets if you don't hit any of your rockets. Who would have thought that? Maxter is weak, dramiS finishing him off with way too much damage than he needed, but it looked stylish. Yeah, I mean, both players really like the rail, and in the end, sometimes it backfires for them, and then it works again. Because they just hit, and maxter now is the one hitting. dramiS had 91 HP, and dramiS removes that 1 HP from himself. Yeah. Oh, that rail was so clutch for dramiS, because he not only just was able to even out the stacks, but stop maxter's momentum, so maxter would not be in position to punish dramiS picking up the heavy, and then yeah, dramiS got away on the major item just because of that hit. And then he traps his opponent as he goes in with rockets again, and maxter is not hitting any while dramiS' lightning gun is punishing. dramiS is leaving up the mega. Oh, and maxter is hitting the rail. dramiS is getting out of there alive and now won't be dying from a rail. Hitting after the pickup will hurt maxter. This is... I'm not sure if dramiS is aware of that it was after, because it was like super close, but yeah, now maxter has nothing to work with. As I say it, he hits 3 rails in a row, almost a 4th. And they are both just basically punching and throwing haymakers at each other. This is insane, like the amount of fights they take. dramiS shows why he picks slash there. Good movement. But the damage output from dramiS, yeah. dramiS can't match the damage output from maxter in that situation. Maxter still having armor. dramiS, well, he has 99 HP, but not 1 armor. And now maxter gets the heavy without taking a rail this time. And if he's quick... Oh, he wanted that rail, and he didn't get it. And now dramiS gets an undamaged mega health, and this is huge for him too. Scratch undamaged. But in the end it was a trade, and now even after going up, no damage is exchanged. But dramiS is the one in the good position. maxter needed to hit some damage there, I think, to justify staying up there. And this is the damage I was talking about. Another one will do the trick, but not anymore. dramiS makes it out of there and gets enough stack to be safe from dramiS' rail. Well, dramiS tries to sneak away the mega health without taking too much damage. And they trade rails again. dramiS has resources to fall back onto, and maxter needs to bridge the jump on the pillars to get to the upper light, which dramiS is aware of, and making sure that dramiS is not able to go there. Now dramiS is in full control. maxter has barely enough stack to not be railable. But if he goes to the lower light, which is the only one coming up or being up at the moment, I think dramiS should be aware of it, or was up until he went for mega health. He was hovering around that area. Dong. No dong. No hit. maxter stabilized the situation very good, and it looked so grim for him. But then, yeah, dramiS was just fall victim to the speed and playing a race car around Blood Covenant and showing that you can cycle the map once in 2 seconds with a slash, basically. Picking up the items, and now he took some damage, and now he wants the frag, but he will be out of position. Oh, unless he hit those crazy rails. Beautiful shot. dramiS in the lead. After a long time of not seeing each other at all, dramiS is able to get those beautiful rails on maxter flying through the air and get the lead of Blood Covenant. And now maxter is so weak that he needs like 2 more rail hits for it to be worth it, and it won't be coming for free. And if he's not hitting it now, dramiS will have the mega. But dramiS not only gets the mega, he gets the frag and hits another rail. dramiS is just on fire at the moment, hitting the crucial ones where maxter is just missing. And then the stack difference becomes blazing high because maxter is not getting the major items. Just dramiS is gonna get them. I mean, it's always like that, but that only one player can get them. In this situation, when you don't hit your shots and the other one is sliding around with a heavy armor on his chest, and then it looks especially grim on the game overview or top next between the time counter, because one seems like, okay, probably a heavy jump, and the other one seems like, maybe that shotgun blast will kill him over 200 kilometers as well. And even though the stacks are kind of equal now, dramiS is 4 frags ahead already at this point in time, and he even gets more major items, lands more rails, and yeah, for every rail dramiS land, maxter kind of needs to hit 2 to make it worth, and he doesn't do it. So it's basically nothing he can do, but those rockets were great, and it was just 19 stack separating dramiS from falling. Let's look at the hits. Yeah, no, he's not gonna deny the light yet. He's gonna go out the bounce pad, and maxter is like in full desperation mode. He has 2 minutes or even less to make 5 frags up against a slash. Oh, but with all these damage dramiS is hitting in the rails, the rockets, the everythings, I don't see how maxter is going to be able to pull that one off. dramiS is just looking so solid. After he got that 3rd frag, it was... After that moment, dramiS never let any doubt of who's gonna take that map. And even a frag with the tri-bolt now on top of it. 7 frags the difference as we approach the last minute of Blood Covenant, and I think not just maxter knows this is not gonna happen anymore. Oh, and the rockets from down below even. dramiS is doing so much work with every weapon. And then even the railgun up close followed up by a direct rocket doesn't even hurt him. I mean, you're always right if you hit every shot, right? Look at the damage he's doing, and now he could die. maxter finally is getting a frag back. Maybe he can build some momentum for his map pick upcoming after this one. Now maxter is hitting himself. Maxter is hitting himself. But in the end, dramiS is just hitting way harder. And yeah, look at that. Look at that. 13 megas, 25 lights, and then almost the same amount of heavies that you need to do so much more damage, and maxter wasn't able to do so. Yeah, he couldn't outcontrol him, he didn't outcontrol him, and he didn't outdamage him significantly enough to get away with this map. So dramiS is the one taking it, and we see map number 2, Corrupted Keep. dramiS on Ranger, maxter on Anarchy. And what maxter can do with Anarchy, we have seen against base on Awoken. And I think that's a good sign for maxter, because after that one you definitely want something that you feel comfortable on. Be happy playing. So let's go. Map number 2 on the horizon. Anarchy on maxter's side and Ranger on dramiS' side for Corrupted Keep. Yeah, the cam was a little bit long on dramiS, but then again, after his third frag, he just didn't die for ages. And that's what Follow the Killer get. Probably. Okay. So for Corrupted Keep, what are you guys saying? Even? Oh, it's dead even again, slightly favoring maxter as it was for Blood Covenant already. So you are favoring Maxterito. Well, let's go in game and let's see how he's going to make the comeback happen. I mean, we all want to see a third map, so apart from defense, I think we are all cheering for maxter. Just because we want to see a third map. And we're back to the lobby. That's my favorite game, BTL. Okay, but that gives us some time to talk about the lower bracket, where Stone and Base both were able to win their game in round 5 and are now facing off against each other in round 6 of the lower bracket, which is the last round before the lower bracket final. So, the winner of Base Stone will play the loser of maxter dramiS.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in 3,
Okay.
2,
Maxter
1.
is the one we are going to start on, as he needs to make the comeback happen. And yeah, dramiS is not risking of getting hit by a huge rocket, so dramiS is just immediately going to the heavy, but he's getting hit by huge lightning gun, and the shotgun from down below is almost more than maxter can shoot. But in the end, he is barely alive, but he has no health to fall back onto, and I think this will result in dramiS picking up both major items on the next rotation. Unless some magic is happening. And the magic is that dramiS is leaving out the Mega to get the frag before the item. Not too bad, actually. And after that mid-air rocket, it's definitely the correct play. And here we go, dramiS lighting up the scoreboard. maxter is somewhat able to bounce back though, and if he gets out of that area now undamaged, oh, that's not undamaged. That's certainly not undamaged, but after the first rocket from dramiS, maxter is the one dishing out more damage, significantly more, and in the end, he came out alive. Oh, huge read from maxter. And another one. Beautifully played dramiS. Brute forcing his way into a comeback and giving up 2 more frags. And now after just 2 minutes, we have 8 frags already. Oh, so much damage coming out from maxter and dramiS respectively as well, but in the end, it was just mind-boggling how much HMG damage one man can do in a fight. I like that maxter is able to deny this light. This means that now he has only 1 light to worry, and every damage he will do to dramiS will mean dramiS has not 100 armor. This is brilliant. Good play from maxter right there. And now maxter is removing the sound cues, waiting on his prey to come in, and the trap springs, but the damage output from dramiS is not to be looked over. In the end, it's enough, and maxter gets both lights and the mega, so it is okay. But he is outstacked. He has just the better arsenal. And now he has no rockets anymore. And no LG. But he has the shotgun, and the shotgun from dramiS is enough. The last shot comes out just in time for the American to clutch it out. And now he has 2 HP. Fortunately, Ranger wears a helmet. Otherwise, that rocket probably would have cut off his ear. And yeah, maxter picks up a mega health in the meantime. And a lightning gun. And now they fight over at the heavy, which is not going to spawn for 19 seconds. So it looked like that maxter just wants a kill. And gotta go fast. Oh, the orb, huge damage, and the orb actually almost swung it into dramis's favor. Oh, huge angle there on the rocket, and then capitalizing on Ranger's good passive to snag a 25 health bubble before getting the heavy, so it has some value at all. Yeah, now it's the stat of shade control. Stacks are similar, but the hit rates on maxter are better for the HMG there, and dramiS fortunately has the resources in the red room. Otherwise, he would have not made it, and dramiS now, this was one too many. No chance of getting out of there alive after being pushed with so much momentum through the teleporter. maxter would have always gotten some LG on towards you, and now it's shotgun against LG, but dramis's stack is still commanding. 1 shotgun shot probably will do it still if he gets close enough. But he doesn't. And actually, maxter is able to stabilize, God knows how. But maxter is lacking ammunition for the lightning gun. Now that's gone. He needs to defend himself with the rocket, and dramiS making him pay a lot, but not enough. 70 HP is what's left of the Mega Health pickup. And that's not that much. But the heavy is there. And dramiS has not much to pick up on to, as the only light that's available is the upper one. And that's almost being completely removed with that rocket from dramiS. Onto dramiS. From maxter, of course. Oh, huge rockets, but dramiS is able to answer this time. And now he has the resources as well. This is the moment where he gets control. Oh, dramiS stack is commandingly big, but maxter picks up 50 from the inject, 50 from the red room, and then a 50 armor shot as well, and another one. I mean, he's still being outstacked significantly, but it doesn't look that bad, and it just did like 10 seconds ago. dramiS should not lose position on the Mega Health now, because if Anarchy can speed away with that one, he will have trouble, and maxter right now is just trying to waste time, it seems like. He's not even looking to the damage on the pickup, just be a nuisance. And the nuisance he is, and he even gets away with murder as the rocket jump into the lightning gun from maxter is way too much to handle for dramiS, even with such a commanding stack lead. That stack just melts if you jump. If you're being tracked by 100% LG, basically. And now it's maxter in control again. Might not having the best stack regarding his armor, but I mean, dramiS is not really healthy when you look at that as well. Getting the heavy now is good for dramiS though, as he has some HP to work with as well. But he needs to win the fights. He needs to be able to get the damage out in the fights, which seemingly he has been struggling with. When maxter gave him fights, maxter wanted to give him, and when he forced out fights, they ended bad. Like this one. Approaching the 2-minute mark. 8 frags is to go. It's a tall order. And I deem that doable on a map like Corrupted Keep, when you force the spawns correctly and play them good, don't take too much damage. But this is a lot of, there are a lot of conditions already, and maxter is not even thinking about dying, so that's it. dramiS calls GG. maxter's dominant performance of this map. Seems like Mega definitely is the strong side when you are able to control the light armors. So now we are on to map number 3, and the Anarchy once again is the prevailing factor for maxter. The next map is going to be Awoken though. And on Awoken, maxter has the Galena and dramiS the Keel. So dramiS is going to be the thick boy. One to one is the scoreline between the two. And this one is, this one is the game that decides who is going to face the winner of our base and Stone Done yet. They are playing for a spot in the lower bracket final, and the winner of base Stone will face the loser of this one. Okay, I think they are done, but I don't know the result yet. Anyway. This is it. This is the map that will put you in the grand final or in the lower bracket final. Both of these players still have guaranteed 3rd place in this tournament, but they, of course, they want to win. And dropping out now, so close, like imagine being in the winner bracket final, being 1-1 and then getting 3rd place. That must really fuck. So in the end, it is what it is, and we have the deciding map. Awoken, maxter on Galena, dramiS on Keel. Yeah, and as dominant as dramiS was on Blood Covenant, so dominant was maxter on Corrupted Keep, which... yeah, makes me wonder if we are going to see a close game or if one of the players is going to run away with it at some point and get a frag lead that is not going to be able to come back to from or the other guy. Given that those are more unusual picks for the map, and that Keel is a very hefty boy, I think dramiS needs to be able to find those situations where the pineapples are hurtful and hit them. Otherwise, I deem him at a disadvantage, simply because of he's just a wider target to hit for lightning gun and especially rail and shotgun. On the upside, Keel has insane damage output. The predictions are done already. They're in. They are done. I'm only doing 2 minutes between the maps because I can't... I'm not able to cast, produce, and like stop the predictions 2 minutes into each map. So between the maps, I'm always only doing 2 minutes. Sorry that you missed it. Yeah, I was talking about that. I think the good thing for dramiS is that he takes 15% less splash damage. So if he can make the fights more about the rocket launcher than any other weapon, he might have a chance. And not just because of that passive. Okay, let's jump into the deciding map. Map number 3. Oh yeah, octopus mode would be massive. Indeed. That would be massive. Norton, this octopus has no arms. That wouldn't be helpful for me. Okay, let's go.
Round begins in.
This one, yeah, I'm just gonna start with dramiS because I want to see what he's gonna do with the Keelster. And he goes for immediate push. And now it's, yeah, this is what... He didn't push him when he had lightning gun, and then it was a long range fight, which resulted in maxter having a good weapon for that, and otherwise he could have pushed him with LG and rockets. Anyway, dramiS, after all, came out the victor out of that encounter, or the first skirmish, if you so will. And now it's back to a little delay between the items. Good rail from maxter. But he's taking so much damage, and maxter has the right weapon in his hand, keeps it in his hand, which is more important, and gets frag number 1. Good rail onto dramiS as well, keeping the stack manageable for him. And now he's trying to control the T-com, but he does not want to fight rockets or shotgun, which he doesn't have, against the Keel and pineapples on that little platform up there. That would definitely be painful, and the pineapples would hurt. Oh, look at the pineapples here, hurting a lot! 50 HP from the totem is all he has going for him. But dramiS can't hit the shotgun. Maxter is able to get away with it. He hit 57 HP when maxter went up the bounce pad. Then maxter hit a huge shotgun shot. And dramiS was, no. Then dramiS hit a shotgun shot and maxter was left with 22 HP and the rail hit. But if that rail doesn't hit, we maybe get a recreation of the moment where Base and maxter was standing off in front of each other. Maxter having the rail, and Base the shotgun, both just missing left, right, and center. But in the end, the pattern of the shotgun was able to prevail from a pinpoint pixel that a railgun has. And I know it's not just one pixel, but you get the idea. Okay, dramiS commanding stack advantage. But maxter is playing hard to get again, and he's doing a good job at that. He's not really giving that many angles away to his opponent. He is just trying to be a nuisance. and hard to get that dramiS has to pick fights that are unfavorable even with the stack advantage. And where maxter can get out, and look like this is going exactly how maxter wants it. And now even if he picks up the heavy, if maxter lands another rail, maxter now has finally flipped the tables. The rocket jump means that maxter will have more stack, and even that rail and the pineapple are not enough. dramiS goes out because another rail would be more than enough to kill him. Fortunately, the light is there. But back-to-back rails from maxter are more than dramiS can chew. Once again, yeah, and a positional play on that heavy. That was what maxter gave maxter the kill, basically. And now maxter is just able to run away with it. And the spawn force brilliantly. And I'm curious if dramiS spawned through the doorway on LG room because maxter had blocked the spawn point at banana with a totem. Or not. I need to re-watch that. I didn't pay attention to that. But the spawn force and the awareness of the angle was brilliant.
Do not die yet.
Oh, that's a lot of detonations. But that's a lot of LG coming out. And this is what I was talking about before the match. Keel is a hefty boy and he needs those pineapples to do something. Otherwise, he's just at a big disadvantage in those hit scan fights. And oh, even direct hurt Keel. Ouch, direct rocket. Fortunately, he still has some armor to work with. But the rocket jump is sacrificing some of that. He gets the light up on T-Con, but one rail will do the trick. And maxter is not gambling on that one. Making sure that he gets the frag with the lightning gun there. Good decision. And dramiS, yeah, needs to again sacrifice his precious stack for rocket jumping to get out of a bad position. Now, that's a fight where he could shine, but he can't. And again, he's not spawning. Yeah, he's spawning at LG. Maybe that's a thing. And you can't spawn people at LG. maxter seems to be able to repeat it, and there was no totem at the banana. maxter takes huge damage there from dramiS, but he just has every weapon, so he can always pick the right one for this one. And the rail again hits. No damage from that rocket to be found, and maxter is 11 frags up. And yeah, understandable that dramiS is just going, okay, I will need to get it, otherwise it's just over. A trade is a start. But it's just a start, and it's not the start, and especially it's not the deal. Now that's some more damage coming out, but the LG is so punishing. And maxter has rockets, so these choke points are extremely risky to take for dramiS still. And now maxter again is hard to get, will get the heavy. And yeah, dramiS had just one weapon, and it wasn't the weapon you want to fight with in these situations that are coming up. maxter gets both major items, and despite eating a direct rocket, he still looks super healthy compared to dramiS, who just died again. And here we go. maxter completely dominates Awoken there. 52% on the LG. Ouch. Combine that with double the healing, more armors. What can you do?